Before the Eyes, a series of audio descriptions of contemporary art exhibitions. In this episode, Bruno's house, Salvatore Arancio's exhibition at MACTE, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Termoli, from 14th of June till the 28th of September 2024. Part 1.
Welcome. In this episode of Before the Eyes, we will visit Bruno's house, Salvatore Arancio's exhibition at MACTE, Termoli's Museum of Contemporary Art. It's a scorching June morning here in Termoli, but luckily the zephyr breeze is sweeping through the alleys of the historic center where I'm staying, offering a refreshing coolness. I'm nestled within the walls of this ancient fishing village, surrounded by the sea, rich in millennia of history. Known in the local dialects as the Old Village, this village has developed on a promontory overlooking the Adriatic Sea, as if it were the prow of a ship. Determining the precise historical period of Termoli's origin is rather challenging. Regardless of its beginnings, today's historic center is the result of numerous reconstructions. For centuries, the population lived within the walls of the Castello Svevo until 1847, when King Ferdinand II of the Two Sicilies allowed building outside the walls. Many traces of the past remain, such as fortifications, narrow winding streets, some ending abruptly or with steps adapted to the terrain's irregularities. Of the various towers along the walls, only the Belvedere Tower and the remains of the Tornola Tower still stand. When I leave my lodging, I just have to turn to the right and exit Policarpo Main Street to look out from the ancient walls towards the sea to the west. People are sunbathing on the beach immediately below me, while to the right I notice a peculiar wooden structure, a kind of pile dwelling that is nothing more than one of the last examples of trabucco. I knew of the existence of these strange fishing machines, but seeing one in person is truly fascinating. Trabucchi used to be quite common around here. Built where the water is at least 20 feet deep, they served as a fishing tool near the coast. It consists of a wooden bridge connecting to the mainland and a platform with a small house on top. On either side, there are booms called antennas that are used to support a huge narrow-meshed net to catch fish. The one I see below me is the last remaining trabucco of the 6 that once operated in Termoli, known as Celestino's Trabucco. I continue to stroll, enjoying the shade of the alleys in the old town, heading north along Federico II di Svevia Street. I turn right into Vico del Duomo and find myself skirting the right side of the cathedral dedicated to Saint Mary of the Purification, whose front facade overlooks Piazza Duomo, a square surrounded by modest houses. The cathedral, constructed between the 12th and 13th centuries in the Apulian Romanesque style, was built atop a pagan temple dedicated to Castor and Pollux, the twin deities of Greek and Roman mythology. Majestic and opulent, it is one of Molissa's most important monuments, symbolizing the city's medieval peak during its economic expansion. The exterior features local stone, rough marble, and Gargano coral breccia, a fine marble with pink and yellow hues. The facade combines an older lower tower section with a more recent upper section adorned with a rose window. Originally, exterior columns were decorated with animal figures, but now only 2 lions and a griffin remain. Above the cathedral entrance, near the central lunette, are 4 statues representing Termoli's most important saints. Upon entering, the basilica has 3 naves, leading to the 3 apses with a staircase to the altar. The floor is a mosaic of white, red, and black, depicting a geometric checkboard pattern on one side and an animal fight scene on the other. Stairs at the end lead to the crypt, or lower church, which preserves the 1239 gravestone that once covered the urn containing the bones of Saint Bassus, found in 1790, and traces of a pre-existing pagan temple. On my way out, I take Via Vescovo Pitirro, the street that starts from Piazza Duomo, in front of the church's entrance, and turn right to find myself in Piazza Bisceglie. Here, I sit on a bench, admiring the southern side of the Borgo Vecchio overlooking Termoli's harbor. It so happens that, sitting in a cool shade on the bench, I make the acquaintance of Mr. Luigi, who is sitting on the bench next to mine. Luigi is in the mood to chat and recount his life. He's an old boxer, born in a small nearby town, and goes on telling me of his adventurous life spent between England, Germany, and Switzerland, working even up to 12 hours a day. Among other things, he tells me why he is called Luigi the Fish, how he learned to swim in a river as a shepherd boy, and how he once saved a friend's life.
Ragazze che stavano insieme, lui stava annegando tenere lo studente, si è buttato sotto a quella rossa, un bel po' perché non esce più. Io sono scappata subito là, si montava vicino alla roccia così sotto l'acqua. Io sono andata là, l'ho preso per i capelli e l'ho tirato fuori, che dentro l'acqua, a prendere per i capelli, è più leggera a portarla, no? E l'ho salvato. Mi hanno incominciato a chiamare il pesce d'acqua. Eravamo tutti piccoli, io da piccolo c'avevo la campagna vicino al fiume e sono imparato a 4-5 anni, 6 anni, perché a quell'età allora andavo a pascolare le pecore già. Ma io non so cos'era la paura, sai come sono imparato a nuotare al fiume, vedi quando piove e vedo l'acqua che corre, sai, se mi stavo portando l'acqua. Come ho visto che mi stavo portando? Sono messo a sbattere forte, mano e piedi. E mi reggeva di via, perché non è che me l'ha detto qualcuno. Sono imparato io così. Sporca miseria che sono imparato a nuotare, a mente mia. Poi dopo, facevo sempre così.
After our conversation, I bid him farewell and continue down St. Peter Street until I reach the ancient southern gate of the Borgo. From there, I descend to the Belvedere Tower and then exit the walls to head towards the museum. To reach the MACTE headquarters, which is about a 20-minute walk away, I walk down Belvedere to Via Aubry, take the folklore staircase, past a sculpture dedicated to women victims of violence, and head south. The Termoli Museum of Contemporary Art, MACTE, is a hidden gem in the small town of Termoli, a port, tourist, and industrial center that has been able to create a vibrant place of culture. Opened in 2019, the museum has quickly established itself as one of the nation's leading cultural centers. Its location allows visitors to immerse themselves in a quiet and intimate atmosphere, away from the hustle and bustle of big cities, making it an ideal place to appreciate its diverse programming. MACTE has found a home in a 500 square meter circular building, which was once an old local market. The renovation transformed the former fruit and vegetable stores into 7 exhibition halls and a central circular area. This central space now hosts exhibitions, lectures, debates, and other cultural events in line with the museum's mission. Here, the public can discover historical works and emerging artists in a welcoming environment. The museum offers many activities to engage the community, including educational initiatives, guided tours with learning paths on contemporary art, creative workshops, customized educational projects, and methodologies designed for different types of visitors and for schools of all levels. A major strength of the MACTE Museum is its rich permanent collection, built through acquisitions by the Termoli Prize, one of Italy's oldest art prizes. Founded in 1955, the Termoli Prize has been a beacon for Italian art and has greatly contributed to its promotion. Over the years, the winning works have been purchased by the municipality of Termoli and then included in the collection now managed by MACTE. The museum has also been entrusted with the organization of the new editions of the prize, which has now expanded to include a new section devoted to architecture and design. The collection that has formed over the years is something unique in the Italian panorama, as it manages to capture the various artistic trends from the 1950s to the present day through more than 470 works. We find pieces by historical artists such as Carla Accardi, Tommaso Binga, Pino Pinelli, Tonino Cassulla, and Concetto Pozzatti, along with works by contemporary artists such as Luigi Ontani, Thierry Fontaine, Anna Franceschini, and Salvatore Arancio. MACTE is constantly evolving. In 2021, a new wing was added to the building to host events and educational workshops. These developments aim to transform the museum into a dynamic and complex cultural center capable of meeting the needs of the public and promoting contemporary art both locally and nationally. The exhibition we're going to visit is entitled Bruno's House by artist Salvatore Arancio. See you in our next episode.
You've listened to the first part of the new episode of Before the Eyes, dedicated to Salvatore Arancio's exhibition at MACTE, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Termoli, from 14th of June till the 28th of September 2024.